What's up? We are live here to talk about Game of Thrones series finale. It's over. Can you believe it? The way that it ends is very disappointing. Uh, Starts off with Daenerys in the beginning, and so she looks. Well, actually, starts off with Tyrion in the beginning, and Tyrion finds out that Jaime was killed uh, in the rubble, and that Cersei's killed in the rubble, and he's very disappointed. And everything fell on him. And so then after that, what happens is Daenerys is there, and Daenerys, she is giving her speech, and her speech is talking about breaking the wheel and all this type of stuff. So after that, what happens is that Tyrion throws his Hand of the King, doesn't want to be Hand of the King anymore, to Daenerys. And after you find out that she looks really mad, and she takes him prisoner, makes Tyrion prisoner. This episode, this ending is not what we wanted. It is not what we deserved. We deserved a lot better, but the stupid writers wanted to do Star Wars, and they rushed it and didn't really think of a good ending. This is what they did. And they probably thought this was going to satisfy a lot of people, but it did not satisfy me. And I'm very upset because I spent 8 years, well, technically 9 years because they took a hiatus. So 9 years to see the ending of this show. And this is how they ended it. They could have done a lot better. This was really, really bad. So hard to even talk about this. Hey, Taylor S., what's up? What's up, Zane Winder, Nathan Scrat, Rogue Dog? Oh, yes, I already know Nathan Spratt. I know I have to. You don't want to know what happened, Taylor S. It is just, was just talking about it. I am so disappointed. They messed up the ending. They messed up the show. They made me wait 9 years. But I guess this is what happens when you make a show too long and too complicated, and they couldn't figure out the best way to end it. No, I'm not going to cry. I agree with Butchers. He says they messed up the ending. So basically, where I left off was Tyrion throws his Hand of the King. He throws it away. Doesn't want to be Hand of the King, so they take him prisoner. She takes him prisoner. So after she takes him prisoner, what happens after that? Did you watch it, Zane Winder? Did you watch the episode? So after she takes Tyrion prisoner, then Jon Snow visits Tyrion, and they have a discussion about how she killed too many people last episode, and she killed too many innocent people. This is the final episode forever, Brandon, until the prequel comes out, which is going to be a completely different story, but I don't know when it's going to be. This episode was really bad. So after the fact that I didn't like it, Jason, didn't like the ending. So after the fact, Tyrion and Jon Snow have a conversation. Yeah, we all know it's spoiler. This is a reaction video. We all know that this is a spoiler. It says it kind of in the title. Okay, so after I don't even think you watched the show, Rogue Dog. Okay, so the ending was dry. Did you watch? You don't even watch Game of Thrones, Brandon Rogers, do you? So after the fact, kind of hard to speak because it's like, can't believe the show is over. This will be the last Game of Thrones live stream. Okay, so after the fact that Jon Snow and Tyrion talk to each other, he's going to go talk to Daenerys, see what he could do. And Daenerys is she's so happy because she sees the throne. She could about to sit on it, and she's just talking to Jon Snow about the throne and how they could rule together. This is the part where I didn't get. She said she could rule together, but Jon Snow thought that there were too many victims. So what does Jon Snow do? They kiss each other, and he says that that they love each other and that. And then what does Jon Snow do? Jon Snow freaking kills Daenerys, and Daenerys is done. And the dragon comes down after Daenerys is done. This scene was so freaking weird. I didn't understand that. I was expecting much more. Me too. So after Daenerys does gets killed by Jon Snow. The dragon comes out. This is the weirdest part in the whole show. Yeah, Taylor, this is really bad. It's hard to even explain. Uh, so after that happens, and I'm finally better. This is something that's also really good. I mean, I'm better. The show's over, but I'm better, so that's good. Okay, that's the only benefit right now that I have to me. Yes, Daenerys gets killed by Jon Snow. Jon Snow takes his sword and kills Daenerys, and it was like shocking, but kind of saw it coming because he was really close to her and they were kissing, and then Jon Snow just kills her because of all the stuff she did last episode. He couldn't take it anymore. He just honestly could not take it, and this is the last episode ever. Yes, and then so the dragon comes down. When the dragon comes out, this part is so ridiculously dumb. I didn't understand what the hell the dragon was doing. I thought the dragon was going to kill Jon Snow because the mother is dead and the dragon sees that the mother is dead. Instead, the dragon burns the throne and burns like some other stuff. Basically burns the throne down. There's no more throne. So after that, we find out that they capture Jon Snow for killing Daenerys. So Tyrion and Jon Snow are still captured, but what happens is that Tyrion is finally out. He gets like he's still a prisoner, but they're about to execute him, and all the families, all the houses are there. So Sansa's there and all that. He's like standing trial. But basically they realize they have to have a king. They have to have a ruler. This is the part where it gets ridiculous. This is so stupid. And the thing is, I didn't mind this character that much. They're just going at it one by one, and one guy actually thinks he should be the ruler, the Tully, but they're like, no, you can't be a ruler. Everybody laughed at him. And the funniest thing was that Sam actually suggests that we shouldn't have a ruler. It should be kind of like a democracy. And everybody laughs at Sam because in those times, nobody wants that. Nobody thinks that could even work. So after even all that, Tyrion suggests Bran. Actually, they suggest Tyrion. Tyrion says no, he's an imp. He don't want it. He can't do a good job. So Tyrion says Bran because he can't have kids and he will be a good ruler, he thinks, and he's seen a lot of stuff. So guess what they do? They make Bran king of King's Landing, but with a kind of stipulation that Sansa gets to keep Winterfell and will be an independent kingdom. So basically, Winterfell is like an independent kingdom, and then it's just so hard to do. So disappointed. Okay, so after it's like people are probably like, "Why are you stumbling?" It's just because it's like so disheartening. Made no sense to me really at the time. I'm just shocked through all this. Wait, can you explain? So basically, Taylor S., can you believe this is how the show is over? Bran becomes king. So what Bran does, he kind of pardons Tyrion because Tyrion is still. Yeah, I knew Daenerys was going to get killed by Jon too. I kind of saw it. I didn't know if it was going to happen at that moment, but I did predict it. So I saw she was going to get killed by somebody, and I thought it would be Jon Snow. What do you call it? Yeah, Bran became the leader. Worst episode of all time? Yeah, probably for a show that I spent 9 years. I mean, it's technically 8, but there was that 1 year where they just made us wait. I called it in episode 3. Yeah. That's a good call, Bobby, that you called it in episode 3 because I did not see it until this episode that was going to happen. Because I thought it was Tyrion that was going to kill her. I knew she was going to die. That's one thing I knew. She was going to die, but who was going to do it? A lot of people thought it would be Arya. I thought so too. It was a possibility. It could have been Arya. I'm going to only talk about Game of Thrones here, Brandon Rogers. So anything else you ask me, I'm just going to ignore. So the fact of that is just crazy. Like Bran to be king, this is really stupid. And also, so Jon Snow is still prisoner. So Tyrion says the best we can do is we can send you to the wall, either execute you or send you to the wall. And they sent Jon Snow back to the wall. So Jon Snow pretty much starts off where he left off when he started off in the wall, and now he ends up back in the wall. He can't have any kids, can't have any lands. He's back to the wall. Um, they went in a completely different direction. I thought too. I did not see Bran becoming king. I thought that was really shocking. A lot of people, some people did tell me that it could happen, but I just did not believe that Bran could be king. It just made no sense to me. I thought it had to be like three people: Jon Snow, Tyrion, or Daenerys. And also, this makes sense in a way that Jon Snow would be sent, but it's kind of stupid. Okay. The reason is he killed the queen. And that is very dishonorable. And this is something that is kind of even out of Jon Snow's character, because Jon Snow is very honorable, and you wouldn't think that he would kill the queen, but he does in this episode. So Daenerys is killed by Jon Snow, Bran becomes the king, and Jon Snow is sent to the wall. And so Sansa is Queen of the North, and at the end you hear Queen of the North, Queen of the North. So that's the ending pretty much. Jon Snow's at the wall. And Arya she just like, all right, I'm gonna search the world and just have fun. That's all she does in the end. And I expected a better ending for her. I mean, what the hell is that? Sansa becomes Queen of the North. Tyrion is Hand of the King. He was about to be executed, but Bran says, I want you to be my Hand of the King. And there was a funny scene, I thought, kind of in a way, when Bran was like, what? They asked, Tyrion said, Bran, you should be king. And Bran's like, why do you think I'm here? Like, he knew he should have been king. That's the crazy part. How many people died in this episode? Not that many. Not as many as I would have liked, I guess. There was only one death, really. Daenerys, it was the biggest death, but it was only one. They're going to go out of business with that. No, they'll be fine, bigger. They always have shows. HBO always have shows that become big. They don't need Game of Thrones. They always have something. Although this was something that gave them a lot of money, a lot of viewership and stuff like that, but they also spent a lot of money on it. So, there you go. And they're not done with Game of Thrones. This is not the end. I mean, this series is over, but they're going to create a whole prequel to Game of Thrones. I thought Jon and Daenerys were the last two left, and Jon was going to kill her for the throne. I thought so too. I thought Jon was going to sit at the throne and be like, what's up? But he didn't. And he got captured. He just, I don't know. It was weird. Bobby, who would you have wanted to see at the throne? I wanted to see Tyrion, but in a different way. I did not want to see Bran. I just thought Bran didn't really deserve it. I mean, he didn't fight in any of the wars. He didn't really contribute. All that kind of stuff. Why did you say ELE, Zane? Zane, did you watch the episode? I guess Taylor S is gone. She's like, I don't want any more spoilers. What's up, James? I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. I cannot believe this is how the show ends. James, did you watch the show? What did you think of the ending yourself? I thought the ending was rushed. I thought that they chose the worst guy. Well, not the worst guy, but one of the worst guys to be king in the first place. I was okay with Tyrion, Jon, or Dany to be king or queen or however you want to say. She was actually extending her hand out to him too, saying we could rule together. But I guess he was just so upset that all the innocent people died. But, they didn't want to support her. So in a way, it's kind of like whatever. The biggest plot twist would have been Daenerys killing Snow for the throne. Yeah, it would have been. Maybe she should have killed Jon Snow, because if she killed Jon Snow, she would have got it. But we knew that Daenerys was not getting the throne at the end of this. Like, I knew it, because it's just, they foreshadowed it too much. You thought it was okay, just okay? I don't know, man. It hurts, James, because we waited how many seasons? We all speculated who would be king in the end, and the king is Bran Stark. I mean, I guess the story goes full circle, making Bran, you know, the king, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think people would be okay listening to him. There was a lot of issues that I had. Uh, Bobby, did you? I think, like I said, the funniest thing I thought in this whole episode, nothing good about it, but the whole episode, the funniest thing was Bran was like, "Why do you think I'm here?" Like he just got so cocky. Like he knew that he was going to be chosen. I think the reason Bran knew all of this is because he could see into the past, right, and maybe into the future. So he probably saw that this was going to happen. The theories people came up with are better than the show. Some theories I agree were better. Some theories were stupid too. Will Smith is back. Haven't seen him in a while. Will Smith, I'm very disappointed in this show. It let me down. I am not happy with this ending, and I will not pretend to be happy with this ending. What is funny, Scott Thomas? It just hurts that we invested so much time in this show, and that's how it ends. It's we have not seen Will Smith in a while. Hope he is okay. Oh man, I just can't believe this is the ending to this epic show. Bobby, can you believe this is how it ends? Oh man, can they just say like we this was a dream or something, and this is not how it really ended? It's like, come on. Yeah, this is the worst ending, the worst episode, the worst everything you could say. What? Yeah, the true. What was the whole point of them making Jon Snow the and all that stuff? If they're gonna send him to the wall, this is pretty stupid. I thought it was dumb. Maybe if I did, it would, but I can't, Scott Thomas. Not allowed to. This is crazy, man. Zane Winder, you saw the episode. What was your thoughts? I'm trying to like, it could have been a lot better. What's up, Damien? So I wanted to see him as king. Who did you want to see as king? Oh, Jon Snow. I mean, if Jon Snow is king, it's kind of bad too, in a sense that that would have been predictable. Everybody in the beginning of the show was saying Jon Snow would have been king. I think that it would have been better than Bran, but that's not saying much, you know. The fact that they chose Bran as king was like, what? That was weird. Damien, you don't watch Game of Thrones, do you? It could have been way better. I expected a lot better. I can't believe this is how it ends. What season are you up to, Damien? I don't even know if you should continue watching this show after how it ends. There's no better choice as king than Jon Snow, the true heir. He's the reason Varys died. Yeah, I bet you they were all thinking, why'd we kill Varys? That guy was correct in a sense that Daenerys did kill all those innocent people. But sometimes innocent people have to die so you can rule. I mean, it sounds cruel, but it's true at the same time. That's how some countries are really strong. They pick on all these innocent people in innocent countries just to maintain their power, make sure that they stay the strongest. It's not something I advocate for, but it's something that actually happens every single day, even in this society. You're still on season one? Damn, they didn't catch up. What is season one? Finished that so long ago. Yeah, but the thing is, she didn't have to kill them because they rang the bells and gave up, but she chose. No, no, those bell shit, that was completely. When she rang the bells, you saw wildfire come up, Will Smith. So when that happens, that meant she was trying to kill them. So she had to get rid of them. Like she shouldn't have killed the. I just felt like instead of killing the innocent people, she should have just went to Cersei, killed Cersei, and then just said to innocent people, "You better bend the knee, or I'm gonna kill you with this dragon." I think that would have been better, but I guess it would have been too easy and too happy ending, kind of whatever. I mean, you could say one thing is that this ending is not a happy ending because one of our favorite characters goes back to the wall. You've been watching other shows? I don't know. When I watch Game of Thrones, there is no other shows, Damien. But now there will be because there's no more Game of Thrones. Freaking watch! They messed it up, and oh my god, Zane Winder, you kind of what? You're busy with school? Will Smith goes to school? Come on, you're a talented actor. Why are you going to school? Sending him back to yeah, that was the worst. Sending him back to the wall. Yeah, there was just a lot of stupid stuff, like sending him to the wall. Why is Tyrion a prisoner saying they got to choose a king? And why does his input count? Why do they listen to him when he says Bran? They all just like, okay, it's Bran. I guess all the other people didn't want to be king, except that Tully guy, which I'm looking out for. Tully, why did you want to be a king? You spelled it wrong. I think there's only one L in Aladdin. But we're not talking Aladdin, Zane. We're talking Game of Thrones. Or maybe there's two. I don't know. There's one L. I was right. Anyway, point ban. I wish you. Yeah, you should have. I don't know what was going on with the pay per view WWE. I don't know. I didn't watch any of the Money in the Bank. I used to watch wrestling a lot. Don't really watch it now. This is what I predicted: Jon Snow kills Danny and then becomes king, and Drogon sticks by his side. That would have been way better. Yes, that would have been, but they didn't go that route. Drogon didn't care about Jon Snow. Didn't attack him though either at the same time, which makes no sense because the mother's dead. Uh, didn't understand why Drogon carried Daenerys out of there. Where the hell did Drogon take Daenerys' body? That's a good question too. There's a lot of things that I have to ask. Like, what the hell was that? Yeah, that's how you spell it, Zane. It's Aladdin, like that. He didn't kill Jon because he's a Targaryen. Yeah, I know he's a Targaryen, but you see that she still had the knife in her, and you saw that Jon Snow was the one. You probably saw that Jon Snow was the one that killed her. So you don't guess you don't care about the Mother of Dragons that much, you know. And why you gotta burn down the chair? Why they gotta do that for? That part was so dumb. Like when the dragon burned down the thing, that was pointless. There was no need for that. There was no need for the dragon to do anything. I guess there was the need for a dragon to fly away, but doesn't matter because Bran said himself in the episode that he could just walk into the dragon. He could just become part of the dragon and see where the dragon went. I don't know. expected a epic ending. This ending is not epic. It's stupid. It's a lot of people say lazy writing. It is that, and it is just a lot of things. It feels like it was rushed. It was not well thought of. I felt like these guys just wanted to write Star Wars because they are slated to do a Star Wars project. I don't know what it is for. Why did he burn the same chair? Well, the whole point of the ending was to see. Yeah, there was no point of destroying the chair, but I guess Bran didn't need to sit on the chair because he's got his own chair. And that was very stupid too. That Bran was chosen to be king. It was just like there was so much stuff. I mean, people hate Bran. Why would you make him? I guess I don't know. Is that the bittersweet? Like the fact that the kid who got thrown off becomes king in the end. I knew Tyrion wasn't gonna die, although they were trying to make it seem like he was gonna die. Who would you want to see as king? For me, I wanted Tyrion, or I was fine with Daenerys just being queen. I had no issue. I could have. I didn't want Jon Snow only because I felt like that was the most predictable person they could have had. I would have liked to see Jon Snow and Daenerys rule together, see how that worked out. That was actually what they did. But the problem with that is that would have been predictable. She actually extended an olive branch out to him and said, look, we can rule together. This stuff, at least we got it. We got rid of Daenerys and stuff, but now we could rule together. We could be one kingdom. No, there was no Starbucks cup. The writers of God, okay, they're doing a separate Star Wars movie after The Rise of Skywalker ends. I have no idea of the details. They've always cared about Star Wars more, apparently, than Game of Thrones. So the fact that they were able to get it, they were very happy. They just wanted to end Game of Thrones. Apparently, this ending is exactly how it ends in the books, because they asked George R.R. Martin, how does it end? And this is how it ends. So I don't know. Maybe George R.R. Martin sees like all this negative reaction that it's getting and changes it in the books. But I don't know. You'd have to wait for the books to come out. And the way that guy writes, I don't know when those books are ever coming out. That was a stipulation that Sansa put, that the North has to be its own kingdom. She said, listen, I'll make you king. I'll say the I or whatever, because they're all saying I. She didn't even say it, but I guess she just assumed that, like, yo, this guy's king now. Like a spin-off, maybe. I don't know. They're starting all over with Star Wars, saying, you know how many spin-offs there already are, Zane. So there's just gonna be more and more spin-offs of Star Wars because it's owned by Disney, and Disney knows that that's their cash cow. This ending is very disappointing. We could have had a better ending. It could have been better. The pacing of this episode was weird too, because it was very long. Like not too long, but it felt long too, because it was like a lot of stuff wasn't being said. Really disappointed. I know it doesn't seem like I am. I'm trying to digest everything right now, trying to figure everything. Like, it's what it is. You're really disappointed, pissed off. Me too, Will Smith. Solo boomed. It boomed? If it boomed, that means it did well. I don't think it boomed. I think it did bad. But that's not the point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do now with Game of Thrones because it's over. The way that it ended is crazy. I don't even feel like talking about this right now. I feel like, I want to sit with it for a few days and then discuss it even more, but it's so bad. I don't even know if I want to do that now. Me and Sports Fury are supposed to do a video together about and discuss this. So maybe we'll discuss it with them at a further length, maybe get their thoughts. Maybe they could convince me, but I doubt it. It just could have been a lot better. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It did bad. That's what I was saying. You said boomed. Boomed means good. I was like, are you sure that's what you meant? That's what's trying. No, idea about that, Damien? Was last flying east even? That was bad. At least they could have made him fly north to join to John. Yeah, I don't think the dragon cared about John. The dragon saw that John killed the mother, so I'm pretty sure that the dragon doesn't care about Jon Snow. It's crazy. Yeah. This will not be the last review of this show. There will be more. This is just the initial reaction to the end of it. I will make more analysis as I can. I will try to break it down as an overall arcing of the show and not just the episode. But this episode was the end of the show and destroyed everything I was excited for to talk about today. I thought last week's episode was better than this one, and I was really looking forward to this one to see where it would go, and where it went was just nowhere. It went and chose very weird direction. Didn't like the direction of it. Didn't like the choices that they made. The writing wasn't that good for this episode. Could have been a lot better. Being able to choose, yeah, that was weird. I like Tyrion, love Tyrion. He's my favorite character in the show, always will be. But the fact that he was able to choose a king from, his standpoint, he's a prisoner. Prisoners don't get to choose kings. Prisoners don't even get to talk. And Grey Worm actually told him not to talk. You can't talk. I don't want to hear you talk. But he still talked over Grey Worm. That was crazy. But in the end, I knew they wouldn't kill Tyrion. He's everybody's favorite character, or one of their favorites. And George R.R. Martin's favorite character, he said himself, is actually Tyrion. So I knew he would be safe. The only thing was, what would happen with Jon Snow? And so Jon Snow getting sent back to the wall is cruel. Okay, Chad, that sounds cool. It's a very, very stupid ending, Chad. So maybe you just want to hear it, and you could watch it later. It's just a really stupid ending. Grey Worm is ignorant. I'm surprised that if I was Jon Snow, I would have killed Grey Worm. I would have killed Grey Worm. I would have definitely, because he's the only leader that they have in the Unsullied. I would have killed him when Grey Worm was killing those people in the beginning. I would have killed him. I see it now. Good luck with that, Chad. You're gonna be, I think, very disappointed. I will do an analysis again of this show. This is not the last one, and I will do one with Sports Fury as well. We talked about this. This has been in the works for a while. Me and Sports Fury talking about the Game of Thrones as a whole. So we're gonna be talking about everything. This is just a reaction, and this is how I feel, and I don't know how to say it. HBO will do They are. Damien, it's actually been announced. Game of Thrones is doing a prequel. It's coming out, but I don't know exactly when. Maybe 2 years from now, 3 years from now. I don't know when it takes place, really. I don't know many details about the prequel to Game of Thrones, but it is happening. What's up, Chris Senor? What did you think of the episode? Did you enjoy it? I honestly thought it was the worst episode of the show. Not just this season, the show. Because it wrapped up everything, but it didn't wrap it up the way that I thought it would go down. And nobody could have saw this. And anybody that did say they saw this, they were lying to themselves. I mean, it was kind of good that she was the Mad Queen, because it shows that you follow your parents' footsteps no matter what. But at the end of the day, I don't know that they should have went that route, because then it just made Jon Snow do a dishonorable act. Jon Snow is all about honor. He learned from Eddard Stark. He may be a Targaryen, but he learned from Eddard Stark, and he did the most dishonorable act you could do, which is kill the queen. So he's a queen slayer, and he killed the queen, and he got sent to the wall. He was lucky he was not killed. He should have been killed. If they were going to go that route, they should have killed him. I would rather. I don't want to see him in the wall again. What is his purpose in the wall? There's no White Walkers. What are they even doing? Why is there a wall? Why aren't the Wildlings allowed to come back if there's no wall? What is the point? Wildlings fought with them. They should have been able to at least live in Winterfell. What is the point of that? I didn't see it. Do you watch Game of Thrones, Chris? I know he's gonna live with wildlings. I mean, Jon Snow loved the wildling at one time, if you remember Will Smith, and that was where he had his best chemistry with Egret. Oh yeah, I saw the results of that, Chris Senor. I know they won. It was an hour and 20 minutes. Chad, are you gonna be live? I don't know if I'll be live after I watch, but this is not the end. This is not the end. There'll be more analysis, just finishing everything. This is just a reaction after the episode. I have to think about so many things, and I want to get a further discussion. And I will be talking with Sports Fury on this. We talked about that, and I cannot wait for that discussion. And I cannot wait to hear their thoughts. I can't wait to hear everybody's thoughts because so far I'm disappointed. Everybody's disappointed. Wait, episode is this the? This is pretty long. I don't know if it's the longest. They could have made it. Think they should have made it longer, wrapped it up more. But yeah, yeah. I saw that the Raptors finally won, but I don't think that matters. So that's how they ended. They ended very, very bad. Sports furry are your parents? Why are sports furry your parents? Go watch it now. Yes, watch it now. Don't worry, I will be live again and you can tell me your thoughts. The season got only 43%. It was the worst season, but I don't like a lot of stuff, Chris Senor. What are you a lot? I'm very harsh on a lot of movies. If you've seen my newest ratings, they're all like in the low fives or whatever like that. This is just insanity, though. Zanewinder, I thought I was family. See how it is, Zanewinder. Zanewinder just. I'm Daenerys, and Zanewinder is Jon Snow, and he just went killed me. Zanewinder, did you like the episode? Did you even watch it? Yes, we are, Brandon Rogers, and we will continue talking about that because that's what this show is about. I am too. Zanewinder, where's that video? Where is the Blu-ray video? What do you want to discuss, Brendan Rogers? This is Game of Thrones talk right now. There will be movie talk tomorrow anyway, so you can talk about whatever you want tomorrow on there. You didn't like the episode. Why didn't you like it? Can you believe this is how the show ends after all the epicness, after all the good stuff? This is what we get left with? Man. I almost didn't even feel like doing this live reaction. I almost didn't feel like even doing this. Change John's hair back to the way it was. Yeah, it's so lazy. The ending is dry. So you thought I'd tell yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is that's how you wrap it up. This ain't the end. I'm just really I could have done so much better. What were they thinking? I don't know what they were thinking. Did they just like And they know that everybody hates Bran, yet they made him king. Where's the where's the sweet part? It's just bitter. This episode's all bitter. There's no sweet. What's the sweet part? That a guy who got thrown off the roof became king? That's where the sweet part is? Okay, Zane, but I'm still expecting that video. It's been weeks now. I was sick and recovered before my sickness, and you still haven't made it. What I'm looking forward to is the Lord of the Rings show. That's when that show comes out on Amazon. I'm gonna be watching that, and I'm gonna be live streaming my thoughts on that for sure. And I can't wait for that. Only thing bad about the Lord of the Rings thing is there's no release date. I need a release date, Amazon. And Amazon is spending all their money. They're throwing so much money to that Lord of the Rings show. So I think it will be pretty good. And I've been a Lord of the Rings fan. I used to always say Game of Thrones is better than Lord of the Rings, but now I have to reconsider. I may have to say that I think Lord of the Rings is better than Game of Thrones. And that's sad for me to say because I, up to this point, thought Game of Thrones was better. But this ending is so bad to the point where, hey, at least Lord of the Rings had a better ending than this. It was predictable, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Oh, come on. You can't say that, Damien. If you're going to say something like that, you got to tell me why you think it sucked. Yeah, Lord of the Rings sucked. Yeah, it sucked. It only got like, 9 on every single critic score, like a 9 or higher. Yeah, it sucked. Well, only won 11 Oscars, one of the most ever to win by especially a fantasy, not just a fantasy movie, just by any movie ever. But it sucked. And, I'm just going to say it sucked, and I'm not going to give you any reason. You can't do that. If you're going to tell me something that epic sucks, you got to give me a good reason, Damien, because you can't say it sucks. I have so many Blu-rays. Whoa. I think some people say stuff just to get a rise out of me, but that's not funny. To say something like that sucks. When they nominated Bran for the King, he didn't even say no. Yeah, that's what I said. That was honestly the best part of the whole episode. Was Bran was like, "Why do you think I'm here?" He was like, he was flexing his muscles. Will Smith. He was like, "Yo, I gotta be king." Because the thing is about Bran is he can tell. He knows everything that's going on. He knows the future. I think he could go. I think he could go into the future. I'm not sure how his powers work. Not even really explained. He could go to the past. So he probably sees like, yo, these guys are stupid. I should come here because they're gonna make me king. Do I know what's good for the kingdom? I don't know. We will see. Um, what I don't get is why he wanted another master of whisperers. They tried that before. That shit did not work well. Like Varys was not. I don't know if he's a good guy to have. So you need a guy like that, another guy. You don't have to make the kingdom the same exact way, but he wanted to. Damien, that's a stupid reason to say a show sucked. I like you, Damien. You're a good guy, but a movie. To say that a movie sucks because there's so many of them, there's only 3 Lord of the Rings. How the hell can you say it sucks based on that? And there's not so many of them. There's only 3. And don't count The Hobbit because that's not Lord of the Rings. Bran the Broken, they call him. Yep, he is the Broken. What's up, CE Sports Show? Did you watch Game of Thrones? What were your thoughts on it? I am furious, as you can tell. Not happy about the episode at all. Thought there were a lot of stupid choices. Bran becoming king. Tyrion talking while he's a prisoner and making Bran kind of king in a way. What the hell was that? What was that? Jon Snow being sent to the wall was ridiculously stupid. I mean, I guess he ends up where he started, but it just doesn't make sense. I can't wait to see Sports Fury's reaction to this show. I'm talking to them so that we could get one that's done. F? Why did you just write F, Will Smith? That made no sense. See it, Sports Show. Did you watch it? Did you watch the show? Yeah. I was like, yo, this is what I thought. I thought the ending would be semi good. I didn't think it'd be that good, but I thought it'd be semi good, not this bad. Because I was like, yo, if it's really good, I'll stream for 2 to 3 hours. Now I don't even want to stream for an hour. And I'm almost at the hour mark right now. But I'm upset about this. Um, yeah, I would say you can swear, but I would try to advise against it. It's just not a good look for the channel, Will Smith. Uh, Trust me, I love to swear, but YouTube doesn't allow us. Let's go, Raps. Nah, I'm a Bucks guy. I hate the Raptors. I want the Raptors to lose. I want the Raptors to crumble. I want the Raptors to get what happened to Daenerys. Just a nice hug and then killed. I hate the Raptors. I hate Kawhi, and I hate that stupid team. Let's go Bucks. I was very upset with that ending too. Two endings that upset me right now. Brad is king. I can't believe he was the one that was chosen. I haven't seen the Maleficent movie trailer. It's not something I'm looking forward to, Damien. It's probably not even something that I'll watch. It is not on my radar at all. That's all I got to say about Maleficent. I'm not a fan of that series or movie or whatever. Maybe I'll watch it to review it. It's just in general, it's not on my radar. As I don't know, maybe this week I'll probably watch Aladdin, and I do not want to watch Aladdin. Do not want to watch Aladdin. Yeah, I don't even know what more to say. I'm just very disappointed in the show. Thought it could have been a lot better. Thought the ending could have been a lot better. Thought that uh, just a lot of characters could have had better endings. Sansa had the best ending for her, I think, becoming Queen of the North, and an independent one. But I don't know what she's going to be able to rule. That Podrick as Kingsguard is sick, though. I figured he would be. I would figure that Podrick would be Kingsguard. But who is even their enemy? There is no enemy right now. Will Smith. It's all like, in the end, this is just everybody's just happy. There's no enemy anymore. Enemy was Cersei, gone. Daenerys became the new enemy, gone. There's no enemy. There's no bad guy. It ends with just like, okay, we're gonna rule, but we never. And the worst part is we're not gonna get to see that. Yeah, that was cool. Sam as the Grand Meister. I knew that was gonna happen because that guy loves to read and stuff. I knew he was gonna do that. I already said that I will be reviewing Maz next week. Rogers. Once it comes out. Oh man, I don't know. There's just so much. I mean, there'll be other shows. I'm hoping that something else comes that's good. I can't wait for the prequel for this show because I think that will be pretty decent. I hope it is. And I hope they don't use these guys as the writers. I hope they're not the writers because they did not do the series justice in the end. They did so well. They were such good writers for throughout the show, and then they messed up. Like last season wasn't that great, and then they messed up this season incredibly bad. Nathan Spratt, please stop saying that, man. No, Nathan. I gotta finish this. Yeah, Watchmen kept. I saw the trailer to Watchmen. I'm not really into that because I've never really read the comics or know anything about Watchmen. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Uh, but it did kind of look good. But I don't really look interested in it because I just, like I said, don't know anything about it. I'm gonna keep seeing it. They did that doesn't help. The more you say it, the less I want to watch it. And the fact is that you're kind of ruining it because when I see it and then I review it, you're gonna have hyped it up so much that even when I see it, I don't think it's gonna be that great. Because I don't know if it can live up to the hype that you set out for it. You're sick of me? When Jon Snow stabbed Dany, she died too fast. I thought they were gonna at least exchange. Yeah, she didn't say anything. That's what I was surprised. No last words. She's not even like, "Oh, I can't believe you stabbed me," and that's it. Just one stab kills her. She's mad weak, man. Come on. Should have been like a few stabbings. It took a bunch of stabbings to kill Jon Snow. Can't wait for that, Zayn. I'll be seeing you. Of course, Nathan. Thank you for stopping by, Nathan. Have a good night. I don't know. I'm just happy that I won't. Zane, what the hell's the point? If I don't see your face, what's the point? What is the hype? I don't know the hype. You gotta ask Nathan Spratt that. I don't understand the hype. It doesn't look that good. Hasn't got that many good reviews, and it's just about a car. But I can't say anything completely definitive because I haven't seen it. But I'm just saying, based on what I've seen, people talk about that movie. Uh, Not that many people have seen it itself. Nathan has watched it like 30 times. He's watched it like a million times. Oh man. I mean, the only good thing, like I said, the best scene was just Bran. That was it. Bran was just like, "Yep." Where did Dothraki went? I have no idea, Sam. Dothraki probably just left because there's no more Daenerys. What? They're not gonna be a ruler for Bran, you know? Welcome to the stream. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe, as I am still talking about this ending of Game of Thrones, which we deserved better. I felt. What did you think of the episode? Siam? Siam? How? Siam? I think that's how you say it. Siam. Every night before bed. Yes, that's true. Sansa told her uncle to sit down when he was talking to become king was savage. Yeah. But Sansa is queen of Winterfell, so she has more power than that guy. I forgot who he was, but then I remembered he was a Tully. And yeah, he should. You can't marry a car. Can you marry a car, Damien? Or you want him to marry the movie? Very disappointing for you. Yes, I agree. Same thing for me. I'm very hurt because I spent 8 or 9 years watching the show, and it's like, really? That's how you're gonna end? That's how you're gonna leave? We could have expected so much more. It could have been so much better. Brandon Rogers is calling out for his mother. I don't know what's wrong with that guy right now. So yeah, there was one good scene I thought though with Bran, just knowing. I think he knew he was gonna be king the whole time. Like he's like, these guys are all fighting and stuff. I'm just chilling. I know the results of everything. I'll be king. We're gonna send Jon Snow to the wall again, where he first started off, and that's it. Stop calling for your mother, Brendan Rogers. At least Braun has. Yes, I can't believe it. They gave him Highgarden. I thought that was so crazy that they gave him that. I know, Brendan Rogers. I'm just messing with you. I don't know how to deal with stuff now. Like when it hurts when you have a movie or a show that you watch and it's good and it's exciting. Most important part of every movie, book, show, TV, anything you watch is the ending because if it's satisfying, you feel good. And I'll tell you a show that did this perfect. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad ended the show perfectly. It was really good. The ending was actually better than the middle, and I'd rather have it like that. I don't care if the middle's boring. We can drag with the middle, but the ending of Breaking Bad was so epic. Breaking Bad is the show that got me back into watching shows, and I love it. And honestly, now I have to debate between which one do I like more, Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. I always said Game of Thrones was my favorite, but this episode deterred me so much. I expected so much better. ending of Even the ending of Endgame could have been better. The ending of Endgame was kind of stupid if you think about it. I mean, it was good in the sense that Iron Man and all that stuff, but then the ending, ugh, the Captain America ending, I hate. It was stupid. They could have done better. Now you got me ranting on two things: Endgame and Game of Thrones. I don't know how you did that. Braun was cool to see at the end. I knew he would come at the end because uploading a video. I will watch it, Zanewinder. I will leave a comment, but we won't see your face, so I don't know if it's the same. Just so many things. So disappointed. Siam, if you're still there, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe. There'll be more coverage. This is not the end. This is just the initial reaction. There is supposed to be more reviews with other YouTubers who want to talk about this, and we will definitely go even more detailed in that one. Uh, Everybody has their right to their own opinion, so if you like this ending, I'm not going to say you're stupid, but I'm just going to say why. That's what I always ask people. You can say anything sucks, but if you don't give me a reason, then you're not valid. Like Damien Estrada's reason for not liking Lord of the Rings is stupid. I'm sorry, Damien. I like you. You're a cool guy. But your reasoning for not liking Lord of the Rings because there's too many parts, that's not a reason to hate. Then how would you like Game of Thrones? There's so many seasons of this show. 8 seasons. Although I feel like it's really 7 because the last 2 were really short, and I felt like that's combined. You don't like the ending for what? Part 2? We gotta wait till part two, Zane Winder. Come on, man. I'm trying to make my Twitter game stronger. It's kind of hard. Not into Twitter that much. But if you guys ever want to follow me on Twitter, if you have Twitter, I will put my link in here right now to Twitter. Wait, how do I do this? Okay. Yeah, this is the link to my Twitter. Now, at the time, I couldn't get Movie Critic, so I had to make it like this. So here's my link. If you guys have Twitter, please follow me on there. I will be talking about a lot of stuff. What I want to do with Twitter is I want to watch a movie and give an initial like review or something, kind of small, something quick. Tyrion standing up to Dany was also a good scene. The way he says, "You slaughtered an entire city." Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was another good scene. Him throwing it. They made Daenerys seem like she was Hitler in the show. It made it seem like she was Hitler, and everybody else was just the soldiers for her. I really hope not. Brandon Rogers, I'm really looking forward to that movie, so I hope not. I'm also looking forward to Godzilla. There's a lot of stuff coming out in May that is going to be really interesting. End of May kind of stuff. Guys, if you have not, hit the Twitter, follow me. We can always have a discussion on there as well. Rocket Man. That, I don't know what that is coming out. There's too many movies coming out at once. So it's like, what the hell? Yeah, I don't know what Rocket Man's going to be like. I'm not an Elton John fan, so whatever. Don't really care. It's funny that it's kind of ironic that I have my House Targaryen shirt, but I wore this because Dany died. So R.I.P. Dany. I feel bad for you now. Now, thinking about it, I wanted you to die for killing all those people, but they didn't make a good ending. So R.I.P. Rocket Man will be house. Is that it? The throne becomes a wheelchair. Yes, it is. And so Bran is king. But he knew it. He even said it, and I thought it was so stupid, but I thought that was one of the best lines. Was like, why do you think I'm here? He knew it was going to happen. He knew they would pick him. And he just had the foresight, but it was pretty stupid that it was him. I did not like that it was him. Welcome to the chat, Mason. What'd you think of the episode? I thought it was pretty stupid. I think so too, Zane. I'm probably gonna skip it. Probably gonna skip all the Disney remakes, to be honest with you. I miss when Joffrey was still alive. Those were the times Game of Thrones were actually, yeah. Joffrey was a really good villain. He made us hate him. What you realize is, even though we wanted him dead, he was so good when he was alive. And I'll miss Joffrey's craziness and Ramsay's craziness as well. Even though Ramsay, I felt, went a little too much. He went too overboard. I don't agree 100% with that, Damien, because one is a band and one is just a singer. But it will be similar in that it's a biopic and all that. I'm going to try to skip these movies. I really don't want to give money to movies where I don't believe in them. But then again, it's like, I got to review it. So it's kind of weird. Maybe I'll just like watch it for a very like cheap price or something. I don't know. Yes, it was the stupidest and worst episode ever. Hated it so much. Thank you for joining this live reaction, Mason. Just so upset. I don't even know how I'll be able to sleep tonight after 8 years of bad. This like ending was so bad, and the fact that Jon Snow got sent to the wall. Well, what was the whole point of bringing up his Targaryen stuff if he's just gonna go to the wall? That was so stupid. Mason, if you have not, please hit the subscribe. Please hit the like. and you will not be disappointed because I upload on the regular and I talk more than just Game of Thrones. I talk movies, I talk shows, I do rants, I do a lot of different stuff. Who said that? I'm not hate. I don't hate anybody like that. He just said he's a weirdo. Wait, you really hate Elton John for that, Brandon Rogers? That's so stupid. You should never hate somebody for their. That's right. What Damien is saying. Yeah, please hit the subscribe. I'm only one away from 390 subscribers. I am so close to 400. And Mason, if you do that, it would be it would mean so much to me because it would make me get closer to my goal. No, Brandon Rogers, that's not right. You can't be and you can't say that. It's not right, man. I don't like racism, I don't like sexism, and I don't like people who are homophobic. I think that everybody has the right to be whatever they are. Yeah, but you can't hate somebody for that. You can say you don't like it or whatever, but you can't hate someone for it because they're not doing anything to you. They're just living their life. Anyway, I'm trying to stay away from this type of stuff. What was your favorite part, Mason? I mean, I know the episode wasn't good and you hated it, but still, it still has a favorite. Everybody still has a favorite part. I had one or two. I'm so angry too. I could have wrote better ending for this show too. This ending was really bad. But also I think they were just looking to end the show really quickly, Mason. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, David, what his issue is with I don't know what his issue is with the Mason though. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're trying to get uh more of a following on this channel, and I need great people to watch stuff like you and all these fine people in here. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like, and we can talk about this in further detail at any time. And there will be another review of Game of Thrones. This is just a live reaction. So I don't know if this is the end of the show for me. Just really don't know how to sum everything up. Just really stupid. A lot of things about it. A lot of things I didn't like. Bran becoming king was awful. I guess that's why. Thank you, Mason. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it because I'm trying to get to my goal, and you are the 390th sub, and I'm trying to get to at least 400. I don't know if that'll happen tonight, but pretty soon. And I do giveaways and other stuff like that as well. As soon as I get to 500, I'm expecting to do a giveaway. Like I said, I will check it out, Zane. You know I will. Once I end this. That's your religious beliefs, Brandon Rogers. Please do not talk about that. This is not anything to do with that. Thank you, Mason. I really appreciate it. Mason, I do a lot of other stuff, not just Game of Thrones. Do you like movies? I'm pretty sure you do. I also review a lot of movies. Long live, yes, that's exactly what I said, Mason. Breaking Bad had the best ending for a good show. It There's a lot of shows that are good, but their endings are usually not that good. But Breaking Bad was good throughout. Did it lose a little steam in the middle? Maybe, but it delivered on all ends. It was good. I love Better Call Saul. What I want to do is when Better Call Saul comes back, I want to review episodes of that show as well. You know, I like Better Call Saul a lot, and I cannot wait for the next season of that show as well. you have your beliefs, but Brandon Rogers, it's not right to say you hate somebody because of that. My least favorite show that I've ever seen. Whew, I don't know, because if it's a show I don't like Zayn, I don't continue watching it. I just stop. And also, if you guys want to get more involved in this community, please follow this Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, you can create one. Or if you don't want to create one, that's cool too. But this way, you will know when my videos go live, what my videos are about, what's my schedule. All this stuff is going to be on Twitter. A lot more access to just knowing what's happening with the channel. I said the same thing, 8 years down the drain. And if you actually think about it, Mason, it's 9 years because they made us wait for a year. So that was pretty stupid. Dora the Explorer, I never watched the show. I saw like a clip or stuff of it, but I never really watched it. It looked pretty dumb, so I didn't continue watching it. Brandon Rogers, you come in here and you fight all the time. Nobody cares. If Elton John is gay, he's gay. Leave it up to him. He's not offending you. It's okay. It's a free society. I think Brandon Rogers just comes into streams to fight with people. Dora the Explorer, were you really like thinking that would be a good show? Like, I knew watching that would be bad. The fact that they're making a movie on it is ridiculously dumb. On Dora the Explorer. So technically it was 9. I wish that Hodor didn't hold the door. It's crazy because if Hodor didn't have actually any choice but to hold the door, because Bran is the one that worked into him. So he had to hold the door. He used Hodor just to save himself because in the end, Bran knew he'd be king. He knew it all along. I loved when he was on. Yeah, he was awesome. I was sad when he died. Zayn. Jason Momoa is a good actor, and he did good as the role for the role. Yeah, but you can't hate someone based on sexual orientation. That's not a thing, Brendan Rodgers. Nobody does that anymore. That's so old school. We're not saying that you have to be that, but Elton John can do whatever he wants. That's up to him. So you don't like Freddie Mercury either, I guess, because he was also gay. That makes no sense what you're saying, Brendan Rodgers. Oh, I love Peter Dinklage. I'm happy he didn't die, but when they said make him king, I was like, yeah, why not? I wanted to see that. A lot of people still do hate on those type of beliefs, but those people I consider ignorant. Okay, we're not going to make Brandon Rogers leave this topic alone, please, or you will lose your wrench. I am serious because I do not want a religious debate on here. This is about Game of Thrones. This is not a religious debate. You always come and hijack the talks about other stuff. Elton John has the right to be gay. You can't take that away from him. I can't believe I have to discuss this live. This is not what this is about. Yeah, amazing, but he had no choice, Hodor. He had to hold the door because Bran forced him to. I don't know. I wonder how Varys would have felt with Bran on the throne. I don't think he would have been happy with that. I'm not saying you're not. It's not about opinions. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about this, so whatever. Horrible, horrible thing. Sometimes it's better to keep stuff to yourself. Sometimes it's good to do that. Did you realize that Jon Snow at the end of the episode seems like disappointed too from his ending? I think he wasn't. Yeah, he looked upset, and he actually talked about it, had an interview, and he was really upset with how the show ended. Uh, Daenerys was really upset. Daenerys actually said, best season ever, but when she said that, she was being sarcastic, and she thought it was really bad. I don't understand why people in the chat. I don't know. Brandon Rogers loves to do that. Like he loves to hijack the whole thing. Like this is about Game of Thrones and maybe movies, but not about anything else, about anybody's orientation. I don't care about that. Totally. Yeah. I don't think any of the actors, even Tyrion himself, the actor who played Tyrion, wasn't happy with the ending. He expressed his frustrations with the ending. But I'm pretty sure Bran is happy because he got to be king. I'm pretty sure the actor that played Bran is pretty happy. Yeah. It doesn't really make sense that Bran is king, but he's happy with it, and that's how the show wanted to end it. So that's how it is. Yeah, Damien, just let it go because there's no point of talking about it. You're not gonna break through anything new. You're not gonna make anybody realize stuff. What I always say is that if you have an unpopular opinion or something that will cause havoc in a stream, you don't bring it up because that's selfish. This stream is not about that kind of stuff. He is half a tree. Yes, he is. The only person happy with the ending are haters of the show. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the haters of the show are happy, but haters of the show didn't watch the show, so I don't I don't know why they care so much. I don't get people who hate on stuff and then watch it. That makes no sense. You're supposed to watch something because you like it, not because you hate it. Not because you want it to fail, but because you want it to be good. He's a half tree man. Well, I don't think he's half tree man. We have a cripple as a king. I don't know what's going on. Why is the stream becoming foggy? But you just can't control YouTube sometimes. You're invested in the show. Yeah, I was invested. I took a lot of my time out for this show. Saw every episode, saw it on time. Couldn't wait. Every week I couldn't wait. Except this last season, I'm just kind of happy that it's over because it was getting really bad anyway. I will not answer any political stuff, Brandon Rogers. It has nothing to do with this. I don't know why they ended it like that. They could have made it the best. Yeah, they could have, but so my theory is that they were looking forward to doing Star Wars. They didn't care. Their heart was not into this anymore. You know, their heart was not into Game of Thrones, and you can clearly see that in this last season. Their heart was into Star Wars. They're going to do the new Star Wars project. I don't know what it is. There's going to be a lot of Star Wars projects because Ryan Johnson's doing one also, and Star Wars writers are doing one. So there's 2 Star Wars projects. I don't understand what's going on with Star Wars, but yeah, I just know that it's ending this year. Star Wars will end this year with the Skywalker saga will be over this year. They should have took their time out. They should have cared about the show like we all care about it. Dallas, it was really stupid. 8 years of the arc for the Night King to die in one blow, Cersei to be badass, and Mr. Bran, aka the worst development a character ever had to be king. I could not agree more with you, Dallas. I think that everything you said is spot on. especially the fact that the Night King died in one blow, and the fact that Bran became king. The Cersei stuff I agree with too, but I just didn't like Cersei. So the fact that she died was cool. I don't know why she was just staring out the window. She should have had a better plan. She had no plan. She thought that her stupid army was going to help. But when you have dragons, dragons always beat the army. So that's how it works. I don't know, Damien. I'm trying to avoid all politics. There's not a political talk show. If it was, I would address what he said. So many good movies and TV shows wrapping up this year. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff coming out. Some of them are really good. Some of them are really stupid. I'm not looking forward to a lot of stuff like the Disney remakes. I'm not looking forward to them. I don't want to watch them. I wish I can avoid them, but it's like at the same time, I probably have to watch. It's like someone puts a gun to your head, like, oh crap. Dayless, though, even though this show gave us the worst ending possible, I think. What was your best? What was your favorite scene? Did you have a favorite scene? Did you like any scene, like even one scene in this bad? Because I like to see what people enjoyed about this horrible, horrible ending. Because I did enjoy few stuff, but not many. I'm happy they will lose a lot of money. um, maybe, but they're going into Star Wars, so they're gonna gain a lot of money by doing Star Wars. Star Wars is another big franchise, just like Game of Thrones, has a lot of viewers and a lot of supporters and all this stuff. What's another TV show wrapping up this year? I mean, I know there's a lot of movies that I don't know another TV show that's really wrapping up. I'll tell you another TV show that I'm looking forward to is Mindhunter because I love those type of stuff. Are you serious, D&D? Yeah, absolutely. I felt that John should have been the one to kill Daenerys. However, everything else was bad. I thought Tyrion was the one that should have killed Daenerys because his family got killed. He's upset, so it makes sense for Tyrion to kill Daenerys. And then Tyrion should have became king. I'd have been okay with Tyrion becoming king instead of Bran. Anybody but Bran, almost like anybody, really. Bran, that was the guy. I don't know. Really stupid. I don't know. They elected him as king for really stupid reasons. I agree. They should have flushed it out more. Why he had better reasons than that. My brother said he wants to avoid any Star Wars future. What do you mean? Avoid them? You can't avoid them because they're going to be all over the place. This is all Disney's fault, by the way, that there's so many of them. I think he was elected as king because I don't know. I really think they could have still elected Jon Snow, but I guess since he committed treason, he couldn't. And if you think about it, Jon Snow was a queen slayer, so he had to go to the wall. But now it's like going to the wall is not that bad of a thing. There's nobody to really kill. They're friends with the wildlings, and there's no White Walkers. So what are they going to do in the end? What are they just walking around there? Like, what's the point of that? Yeah, I know it does, Damien, but it's a different political thing. It doesn't really address the issue that Brendan Rodgers is trying to talk about. Avoid watching. Yeah, you can avoid watching it. You can avoid watching anything. You just don't watch it. The purpose of the wall is there is no purpose. I don't know. Before they used to send you to the wall so you fight the wildlings, but the wildlings are like not their enemies anymore. They actually help them out, and the wildlings don't even care to even breach. They could cross that wall anytime because the wall's broken. So what is the point? Are they going to relayer the wall? Like they just had nowhere to put Jon Snow, so I guess they were like, you have to go to the wall. They didn't want to kill Jon Snow, so instead of killing him, they put him in the wall. I don't know. It was really dumb. I agree with you, Dallas, if that how you say your name. But can you please, Dallas? I would really appreciate if you liked, you hit the subscribe. I have a lot of coverage of this still upcoming. This is just the beginning of it. This is just the initial reaction. There'll be more of a review and more stuff. Well, I would hope for an Us sequel instead of a prequel. I would want to see a sequel to Us because I'm trying to get to 400. Dallas, I am so close. I would really appreciate a great subscriber like you would be because you seem like to have good insight on Game of Thrones, and I do talk about other stuff as well. Have talked about Avengers, talked about a lot of movies, TV shows, a lot of different opinions. Okay, well, please hit the subscribe and thank you for liking my content. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 400 and I'm so close. And you really helped me out with that. So thank you. I appreciate everybody that does. And if so, if you have Twitter, you can follow the link right here. And you can follow me as I do like to talk to my subscribers and get to know a lot of people. I don't know, Zane Winder. I have to reconsider. I may have to say Breaking Bad after this ending. Maybe I'll still say Game of Thrones, but it is just so hard to say this is my favorite show after such a crappy ending. I could have wrote a better ending. A lot of people could have. If you have Twitter, follow me. If not, that's cool. The ending was bullshit. I agree. He said bull stuff. I said, yeah, I get what you mean, and I agree with your frustrations. I'm looking, like I said, saying there's Lord of the Rings, which is my favorite book, my favorite movie of all time. I read the books, I watched the movies, and I'm really looking forward to the TV show. Now, you can say you don't like it. I will respect anybody's opinion to say that they don't like art. And Damien's reason for not liking it was kind of weird, I thought. I love Lord of the Rings. That's cool. If you don't, it's cool. Like Damien has his right to not like Lord of the Rings, but I just wish he had a better reason for it. That's all. Anybody can not like something or like something. That's all. It's gonna be animated. Oh no, I don't want it to be animated. Movies, I think that it just works so well as live action, Damien. Movies I hate are Fast and the Furious. Why? Okay, see, that's when you could say it's too long because Fast and the Furious is the same thing over and over. Lord of the Rings is not too long because it's a continuation of another book and another movie. It's just a continuation of a journey. Wow, Fast and the Furious is too long because it's just the same thing and over. They try to repackage it as new, but it's technically the same. That's what I'm saying. It's repetitive. It's boring without Paul Walker. Paul Walker, rest in peace. Paul Walker, I think, was a good actor. He died in such a tragic way, and it really sucks. I really enjoyed him in those Fast and Furious movies. Um, Oh man, I don't know. It's so hard to think that like I was so excited today. This show's gonna end awesome. If anything, they'll do the ending good, but the ending was dumb, ridiculously dumb ending. The Rock is repetitive too because he does a lot. Yeah, Rock is a good actor. I like him, but yeah, can't wait for Tuesday. What's Tuesday? What's so special about Tuesday? Oh, happy birthday, Damien. If I don't see you, I just want to say happy birthday to you. Darwin, did you watch the episode? Do you watch Game of Thrones? I am extremely frustrated, so mad. Could have been a lot better. Thought the ending was absolutely horrendous. The person that they chose to be king should not have been king. But then again, sometimes the people that don't want to be king make the best kings. They did hint that it would be somebody like that. Yes, happy birthday, Damien. You are an awesome subscriber. Yeah, and think I hope that I'm live and I could wish you live, Damien, and you can come into the stream. If I'm streaming on Tuesday, please come into whatever stream. I really would love to wish you a real happy birthday on the day. But if I don't, then it's today. You don't watch it? You're just kidding? Your uncle gave me $100 in the mailbox today? Why? That means that. Wait, Damien? What? Damien, are you a Gemini? Do me and you share the same sign? I mean, I don't really believe in that kind of stuff, but my birthday's in June, so I'm a Gemini, and I think that makes you're a Gemini. Yeah, you have to be. Me and Damien have the same sign. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, my birthday's in June. I'm turning 30 this year. Big 3-0. Because I was watching Game of Thrones at the time that game was going on. The game went into double overtime. Also, I thought the Bucks were gonna win. I was very upset that the Raptors won. I'm not a Raptors fan. Don't like the Raptors. Like the Bucks. Giannis is my favorite player in the NBA right now. And yeah, you'll be 27. That's awesome, Damien. Um, are you have any good plans for your birthday, or are you celebrating on the weekend? You were upset too. Yeah, I was so upset with this ending. Did you watch the ending? What was your? What did you think? I know. Uh, that's the year I was born. 89, Darwin. I don't know why he did, but he has a nice. He's a nice guy. He's always good to my family. Okay, Zane. I gotta say that is the most random comment I ever got on my YouTube. That somebody's uncle gave him $100. You win the most random moment award. I don't know why you brought that up, but that's pretty funny. I had to. This was more important to me than the Raptors game because this ends the whole series, while the Raptors series will still be going on. Game of Thrones has a lot of politics. It has a lot of families. It has a lot of intrigue. There's a lot of mythical stuff at the same time. It has a lot of fantasy. It has a lot of politics. Like I said, it has a lot of interesting plots and stuff in the beginning. Just be wary that the end is pretty bad, Darwin. See you later, Brandon Rogers. Have a good night. You can share anything you want, but it was just really random, Zane. You have it's not that long. It's like an hour for an episode, so it's not that long. It's long in the sense that it was 8 years we waited for this ending, and this is how it ends, and it's very disappointing. And we expected better, and we should have gotten better, but we didn't get better. We got worse. We got something that we thought was going to be a lot better, but it was something that was just crazy. I don't know, Brandon Rogers. I don't know. They're not for anybody to get. I have no idea, Damien. I'm not a good planner when it comes to that kind of stuff. Um, when it comes to birthdays, but I got to figure it out soon. I know it's going to be something pretty big because 30 is very important. It's a milestone. I don't look 30, I don't feel 30, but I am 30. When my AC breaks, okay, you can send it here. Birthday stream, I doubt it. I don't think I'll be streaming on my birthday. I think I'll be too busy enjoying it, Damien. Maybe a day after or some other day, I'll talk about it, but otherwise, no. All right, take care, Brendan Rogers. Have a good night. Enjoy school. So happy not have to worry about school, right, Damien? Damien, you're not in school anymore. 24-hour birthday stream. That would be too much. Thank you. I know I don't look 30. He says you look 23, but I am turning 30. It is a sad chapter to end the 20s, but it's a new chapter in my life as well. I was hoping my uncle gave me $100 because I'm graduating this year. That's awesome. I was never into school, but I did do well enough to get to where I am. I'm happy with the job that I have and all the stuff. I'm very happy to be able to do this on YouTube because this is a hobby, reviewing movies, reviewing shows, talking to people, getting to know everybody's opinion. And I started this channel because I wanted to talk about my opinions. But I also did want to hear what everybody else thought. If they agreed with me, if they disagreed with me, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm all open to disagreements. You don't have to agree with everything I say. But if you're going to say the opposite thing of what I say, then I expect you to explain why you feel that way. And I really want a good, detailed answer. You're done with school. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what was your major in college, or what are you even up to, Damien? Well, good luck, Zane Winder, in graduating. I know you'll graduate. And then, yeah, I think you'll be very good with that. Computer engineering. The ending was so bad because, okay, the ending was so bad because they destroyed a lot of the people that we thought. They killed a lot of people in the ways that were stupid, and we also thought that the people that were going to rule were going to be cooler. It was not going to be just some guy in a wheelchair. There was a lot of stupid stuff about it that I didn't like. The way that it ended kind of felt abrupt also, and didn't satisfy, and it doesn't make sense, a lot of it. Darwin. The pacing of the episode was very weird too. And it expected more of an epic ending than this. This was not epic. It was not that great in that grand scheme of stuff. 8 years, and this is what we got. But this is hard to end shows like this. Also, it looked like the writers did not care anymore because they're doing Star Wars and they're looking for something else. Play high school football. Don't do nothing. Do something. If that's what you want to do, do high school football. Computer designs. Okay. Awesome. That's really interesting, Damien. I really think that. I'm planning on going to a community college here in Utah. That's awesome. What do you plan on majoring in, Zane? If you have any idea, I mean, you may not, because I didn't have any idea when I graduated high school. I had no idea what to do. It took me a while. In college, I figured it out. It's like, this is what I want to do. And I did it. And I'm happy that I did it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this review. It's, can't believe 8 years gone. I had a lot of fun talking about it with you guys and all the new subscribers and new followers and everybody in this channel. I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you have Twitter, last thing I'll say is if you have Twitter, follow me. I'm gonna try to be more active on there. Follow me on Twitter. This is not a new Twitter. I've had this Twitter for a while, but I haven't really posted. And it's because it's annoying to share the stream or share something to Twitter, but I do it now. Share my streams so you'll know when I'm live. You'll know my thoughts about movies. You'll know if I'm excited about something. I'll probably put it in there. If I watch Christine, I'll be like, hey, just saw Christine, check this out or something or whatever. I don't have Instagram, not into Instagram, not a big fan of it. This is not the end of Game of Thrones reviews because I will do one more with Sports Fury. I hope that they still want to do that. I don't know if this episode may deter them from wanting to do that, from wanting to talk about this show. I don't have Instagram, and I just want to thank everybody personally. I want to I want to thank Damian Estrada, Zane Winder, Brandon Rogers, Darwin, the new people that came in, all you guys, just for supporting me and watching me talk about stuff and listening to my opinions about things. It just means a lot, and no idea how much it means to me. It means so much I can't even explain. And because this show would be nothing without people. That's how it always goes. It's like if you don't have an audience, you'd just be talking to the wall, you know? And I felt like not only are these people just community people, they're also people that I've learned a lot about and I really do care about, and I really want them to create their own channel so I could watch their opinions and stuff like that. Like Zane Winder, when he uploads his Blu-ray, which I think he already did. I'm not 100% sure if it's uploaded, but if it is, I will check it out. I love to see other people's content. I started 10 years ago almost. I quit YouTube because I got really busy with life and other things. And I also didn't think my channel was great, but you guys have shown me that my channel is doing pretty well and it's growing, and you're the backbone of this society. So thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing. I want to wish everybody a good night. Happy birthday to Damian Estrada, especially if I'm not there on Tuesday. So that way he has his happy birthday and he's happy. And I hope he has a good one and he really enjoys it. Hope Zane Winder graduates from college. Darwin, do high school football if you like it. I don't know. You don't get the Game of Thrones memes because you don't watch the show. So yeah, it was a long ending to this show. Could have been better. My last thoughts are the show really disappointed me. Could have been better. Expected a better ending. But we got this, and very disappointed. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are awesome. And follow me on Twitter if you have Twitter. If you don't have Twitter and you create one, follow me, because you can also contact me on Twitter. I am okay with messaging me. You can message me on Twitter. So thank you guys. Good night. And Movie Critic is out. And I can't believe this how the show ended. Good night, everybody. Peace.